Sorry about that. But continuing what I was just saying, McKenna said this. He said, the data stream has been tainted. The data stream, the information stream has been tainted by people that are trying to manipulate the news or, in whatever way manipulates your mind through media. He said, we can't trust that anymore. He said, we have to return back to first principles.
Yeah.
What are first principles, you may ask? Your own body, your own mind, your own experiences, your love experiences, your truths. We should be guided by this, not by what Mr. So-and-so says on the news or what your preacher says or anything else. The data stream is tainted. Go back to first principles. Nature, that's a first principle. That's a given. It's here. It's,
Yep, everything. And it's funny how that's even really been a thing for so long. People actually watching the news like 3 times a day. How is that insane. Even? It's just constant lies and drama and garbage, like I mentioned.
Yeah. I did want to mention this earlier. Not to ramble too much. I know I'm talking over you a little bit.
No, please. No, I'm glad you will, brother.
The news. I like to see it like it's like a curse. It's like a machine gun of curses. Bill Hicks, of all people, had a joke. He said, and I love his comedy, but I don't know about him. But he was a very cool guy on the surface. I don't know him. Who knows what he was involved with, but he said, I'll be watching the news and get so depressed and just horrified, and then I'll look out my window and it's just birds chirping and beautiful.
That's so true.
Yeah.
It's how many people do we know who's constantly talking about
it's like those lemurs. Have you seen those lemurs, those animals? And they're always looking up at the sky watching the hawks. Watching the hawks, and it's kind of sad, but they're watching them, so they won't die.
What are them now? Are they like a
little
like squirrels?
Almost like squirrel-like things. They don't really look exactly like them.
Watching the hawks.
Yeah, but think about if those lemurs, could see hawks from hundreds of miles away. They would be always saying, "Get underground, get underground!" Beware, beware. They would be freaked out all the time. And that's what that is, I mean, you want to stay informed. I'll go over to Google sometimes and just see if we're not in a war. But I don't watch the news, It's pointless,
Very pointless. You will, it's funny. A lot of these people might be the ones that are on these antidepressant pills.
The people that are, think about it, bro. It's so obvious. We know that our politicians are bought off by pharmaceutical companies,
but
for example.
We fight over it. Or at least we don't.
Okay, so think about the news. The people that are producing the news. Do you think they aren't being paid off?
Yeah.
You better fucking believe they
fuck
are.
Yeah. Fuck them all.
Fuck them all.
Fuck this. You guys want it? You can have it. No, seriously, fuck all those people, though.
Do you have anything else you would like to end with? I know our battery's going to low.
I do believe, man, I have rambled as much as I can. Until next time, though.
I've had a wonderful time.
I've had a blasty blast of a blasty blast. And we ask once again, harness the lightning for hire.
Find your allies. Find what works for you for getting into these types of states of consciousness. I think that it's one of the most important things that we can do. I'm not saying we should abandon our physical responsibilities, like Ramdas said. When he was tripping like 24/7 and constantly in the God realm. He said, "Who's gonna wash the dishes?" That's a kind of a bummer thing to say, but it's true.
I don't want to hear that shit when I'm on call.
I know. We do need to honor our incarnation and try to relieve suffering when we can.
So what he's trying to say, get out of the bed or off the couch, whatever you're doing, and go wash your dishes. No, I'm just joking.
That's our message today. Go wash your fucking dishes.
No.
Lazy. That sounds good.
Yeah, just joking. Obviously, we...
My dishes are piled up right now, so I needed to get them done.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna do a one Hare Krishna chant if this thing don't die on me.
Go away, my good man. If it does, you understand.
Exactly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare. Praise be the highest spirit of the universe, in which we are all connected to.
Thank you. We will humbly come forth once again. Peace and love.
Peace and love.